Hello, hello, hello. Let's change this to the iPad screen. I cannot even tell you how long it took me to try and get my iPad set up to work with my PC, but we're doing it anyway. So I've got imported like a couple of projects into the, I think it's called the theatre that they use. So we've got this one, which I've did like a mini plan with. So, come on. 4 fingers, and then
I don't know what your
play for the beginning. I've just realised it might come through with audio. Amazing. The question is whether you can hear this.
although I suppose I don't know what your
Okay, I'm just gonna mute this a second.
thing is. I think there's people are stuck.
Hang on a second. I just want to see if this comes through.
They don't want to like
I don't think any of that is coming through, but that's fine. So, there we go. Michael, Magesh, Monica, hello. Thank you for streaming on your day off. Nice. I hope you're enjoying it. So if we go rather to the beginning, I wish there was a way to like separate the audio and the video. Is there? Okay. Actually, there might be a way if I separate this out. Hang on. If I close this temporarily, stream is going so well. I think I can mute the audio from in here. Do that. Done. And then if I go back to Dreams and I turn it back on. Why has it done that? Go over there. I'm trying out a new screen sharing app and it's being a pain. There we go. So good, so good. Okay. So if I click and hold on that, I can delete it and then add it back in. Add in a video, and it should be this one. You can see the chaos that is my files. Okay, and then I need to tap, make it bigger in the beginning, and then play it through. Yeah, so I've just, that's not big enough, is it? But the audio is gone, which is good. So this is just like a really, really basic setup. I was planning on doing like a dragon swooping around or something. And then I had a little play around with the perform feature over here. I want to make sure that this is stopping here. So I'm going to go to the properties. What is it? I'll just mark it off as 8 seconds. So I'm going to change the duration and go like that. And then it will end here. I wish there was a way to like click and hold on the ruler and be able to like mark out. A lot of other programs have that. So let's start off. It's 3 fingers on the timeline to like make it smaller and bigger, and then you go up and down to make it a little wider. So I don't need all of this over here. I'm gonna get rid of that. We'll start like mostly from scratch, I think. I think from about here, I don't want the stuff. So I'm gonna go into edit mode and just select. And then, because the easiest way to do it is to group them and then delete the group, because otherwise you're gonna do it one by one, which is really annoying. Dragon, hi. My first time for trying to stream from my iPad, it didn't pick up my mic at all. So you're doing great. I've had that before, and I've been streaming for ages. But I feel like I took a really long break from streaming, so it's very much like when you get back into it, it's fine. Let's do a couple of drawings. Most of these, I zoom in for you. And then drag this up, and this gives you the flip book. These are all on ones pretty much, and I'm using 12 frames per second as the canvas size. If you guys have got any questions, let me know. I want to go across a bit and then start over here. So I'm using one of my brushes, and I can't use keyboard shortcuts, so that needs to go out of the way, so otherwise I will start tapping on the keyboard. Yeah, so I've seen a lot of like hate for Procreate Dreams, but I don't think it's that bad, like, or at least as bad as everyone's kind of making out. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but I don't know, I'm quite enjoying it, which is weird, I guess. There's a lot of features that I wish were in it, but I'm hoping that they're going to listen to feedback. At least they seem like they're listening to feedback. They've released a roadmap for what features they're going to add, which is really good. And then I want this to be slower as it comes around. And I've just got the flip book over here, and I'm using my left hand to do it. And I don't want that, so 2-finger tap to undo, just like Procreate. Or am I gonna have to? And then it's 4 fingers to bring up full screen, go back, and then play it through, see what it looks like. Yeah, so with this one I think I'm just doodling really. I want it to be quite layered. That's another thing, is being able to just... No, there we go. It's getting used to the controls again. There we go. I want to go back over here and then I can lift it up again. But yeah, I think it's got a lot of potential. A lot of my problems with other drawing apps and things is I need good brushes, and I know a lot of people, when they get asked like, oh, what brush do you use, sometimes the artist gets a bit like, oh, it doesn't matter what brush you use, it's, you know, it's more about like learning to draw and stuff. And while I agree to some degree, I love a brush. I can't help myself. If it's going to be easier for me to make a texture or do something with a brush than it would be without it, I'm going to go for the brush every time. So I'm probably going to put some eyes on this or something. Oh, do you know what would be better? If I ended it through with this building. Right, there. Okay, that one. And I'm gonna start to... Sometimes the palm rejection isn't great, so I do have to wear a glove, which, you know, I'm hoping it's like Procreate where the features I want are actually there. I just can't find them until all the hack things come back. What are you looking for in like the Procreate side in Dreams? So I might be able, I'm looking for my keyboard. Let's see if I want to lower the opacity of this track. Am I going to have to group them? Or can I just... Does it apply to all of them? It does not. It does not apply to all the tracks. Unless I'm going to have to group them. That's quite annoying. Okay. Do that. Highlight. Tap and hold and group. And then I can do this. And I can turn the opacity down a little. And then if I go into the group... Don't think I need that one. Yeah, so that's now all a lower opacity. I think you should be able to lower opacity by tracks, but it's not like a deal breaker in the long run. This one, So done, go back to draw. Just got to make sure. Are they all the same now? Yeah, it looks like that's corrected it, basically. Need to do like all the things at once. Okay, get rid of that. And then we have scroll over. There's a lot of things that should be more obvious in Dreams. Like I've seen a lot of people complaining that there's no undo redo buttons over here. A surprising amount of people don't like the hand gestures for it to use. I suppose if you're, I don't know, you've got a drink in one hand, or you're having a cuddle with your dog and you're drawing with the other hand or doing something, and it's easier that way. Cool. I don't know how to finish this off. What I might do, we'll see how it looks for this guy first. Is there a ungroup? There we go. It's like I shouldn't have to ungroup it like that. Oh no, I'm gonna have to regroup it. I'm gonna have to regroup it to move it up. Okay, group. Move it there because I want it in the same place. Can I not? Why is it now saying that I can't ungroup it? Ungroup. It's just put it on a new track. I want it on the same track. Okay. That's fine, I guess. And I'm so used to going along the top and using the ruler to scrub. Okay, and then across that and down. I'm going to move this track, I guess. There we go. Right, and then... Actually, you know what? I'll group all of these. Yeah, you're getting to see my thought process in real time. Okay, cool. It's just grouped them all in one. That's fine. And then if I delete, I don't need those two, but this one. It'd be quite nice if there was, like, in TVPaint, there's a section where you can duplicate structure, and that will give you a keyframe above, like a new layer, and it will have a keyframe for every frame that's in the current one. Hi Trevor, how's it going? Yeah, I'm finding the same frustrations. Nothing is intuitive to what animators are used to, but it still has a lot of power and potential. Yeah, definitely agree. I think it's great for like what it is, especially if you're just getting into it, but I've seen some people who wouldn't watch tutorials or read the guidebook before they tried to get into it. And I'm not about that. I'm about the easy life. So I watched a ton of stuff beforehand. So just makes it so much easier if you have a little look at what everyone else has done before. Some of the stuff that they've made in Dreams is incredible, which I'm really excited to give it a go. If I extend that, I want to be able... I think I'm going to have to ungroup these again. Let me ungroup you. I think it was probably a mistake to group them. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. It's fine. So, I think I can probably do them above if I move this one. Can I drag this? No, I can't drag a track into a group. That seems a bit silly. Yeah, it's not letting me. I need to write that down. I would like to be able to drag tracks into groups. There we go. I'm finding several tutorials that help you figure out things that are not obvious. Yeah, it's Alex Griggs one was amazing. I really like his whole channel is so good. I haven't made any big projects yet, but is there a way to parent one animation to another and pre-compose it like you would in After Effects? I feel like sorting lots of layers might be hard. One animation to another. So I feel like there is kind of a way to do that. Might be. Okay, so I think you can do, say you have one layer in one track, then you make another one above it. I think you can choose like clipping mask or like layer mask, and then it will clip to that. And then I suppose you could group those two, which would kind of make it similar to pre-composition. No joke, there's some seriously good things that people have made. I wish there was the same selection and transform tools from Procreate itself, and I wish you could change the brush settings and smoothing. Why wouldn't they cross over? Like the whole, when I'm in drawing paint, I was like reaching up for like the select, and I was like, oh, I've got to go into the timeline and tap, like go over here and tap, and then go move, and then move and scale, and then it just seems like so long-winded. I'd love if there were little buttons up the top that you could basically like set to a preference or like a tool that you use most often, so it would then kind of be a lot better for individuals. So if they don't use the select tool as much as like I would, then they can have something different. But I don't know how difficult that would be with coding. Probably very difficult. Okay, so what was I doing? I probably got distracted. I guess I'm animating over here. Right. I think I'm going to go for Silly Goofy with this. Because I haven't done actually any design stuff yet. So we go orange. I think it's blue is the. I might have to make this. That is going to start to look very odd. Okay. We'll just do like a pupil, I guess. This one plus there. And I'm just doing it all the way across. I really like, one of the big pluses is that you can draw like outside the canvas, which I haven't seen in. You can do it in Blender. You can't do it in TVPaint. Zoom in. There we go. Sometimes I press a bit too hard. Oh, I'm missing a frame on that one. Maybe I deleted it accidentally. Is it there? It's this one. Zoom. Oh, I turned it off. That's why. I'm sure I haven't missed anything. Let's go back. Hi, how's it going? Thank you so much for sharing this. Loving all the tutorials people are making. Yes, definitely. I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to seeing what everyone comes up with, because obviously like the more time it's out, the more time people have to get comfortable with it and figure out a new tool. Really, it takes a bit of adjustment. I don't think it did anyone any favors with how much hype Procreate Dreams had beforehand. Like the marketing was very, very good. and we didn't really know a lot about it till Playgrounds, but they didn't do like a full feature list, not that I saw anyway, and the handbook only really came out when this did. So yeah, I probably would have done like a this is how you do this tutorial, or like this is what's included in Procreate Dreams before release. I don't know if they did that, like a proper walkthrough or like interviews with, I'd really love to see interviews with the animation teams behind the shorts, because so there, oh, let me erase this one, just to see like how they found it and how they worked on certain things, maybe like a project walkthrough, talking through the project files and saying like what challenges they faced and things. That'd be really interesting. If anyone from Procreate is watching. I might send them a DM and be like, hey, I would really love to know this thing. Yeah. Generally, like, the team is so nice. I did manage to get like an early release copy, so I've had a little bit of time, like not much time to have a play with it beforehand, but I didn't have like the final version of the release. Is that the last one? That's the last one, I think. So let's go for a darker pupil. I think I want the hard airbrush on this one. How big is that? And scrolling all the way back to the beginning, there needs to be, I would love it if in the flipbook they had the choice between frames and like drawings or your keys, so you could switch between the two. So there like be a little drop down menu here, you could click it and say drawings instead. So instead of every frame, like going through every frame, it'd just be quicker, much easier to like flip as well, I think, unless you're doing like actual frame by frame through the whole thing, which I don't usually do, to be fair. It's working on 12 frames per second for me is not normal. Let's make this, do I have dynamic scaling on? I think, because that shouldn't be that small. My preferences, it might be that. So it should keep the brush size, yeah. So if you have it turned on, it should let you keep the brush size the same all the way through. I want more efficiency. I hate how you can't extend the frame length of a drawing that's in between. Oh, so I found this out when I was messing around. Sometimes it's really finicky, but if you zoom in, so let's say I'm using 3 fingers to go across and then up and down. So up is to make them bigger, down is to go smaller. So if you go to edit mode and I select these and I'm using my fingers, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I'm moving this and then I'm putting my finger on the left hand side, basically on the timeline just under Dream, and then I move it across and it extends by like 1 frame for each thing. So that's 1 frame each, and then like that. That was a lifesaver. But yeah, sometimes it's a bit more difficult, but having to like readjust, because at first I was like, I've got to do this frame by frame, like I've got to select each one and drag them out, and that's really annoying. And then I realized that you could select them all, because sometimes it doesn't work. But that top tip. But yeah, random question. Are you aware if there's any way to mute a track? I have a video track with audio, but also separate audio tracks I'd like to turn on and off. So I tried that earlier. I don't think there is a way to turn off the audio. The video I had to import, I had to go into my Photos app and then edit the video and then mute the track, the clip, the video, and then save it and then re-import it back into Dreams. So that was my workaround. But it's, yeah, I would really like to mute a track as well. I'll put that on my list, mute a track. because they have, I don't think it's on their roadmap that they released. So at the minute, it's mostly they're bringing in drag and drop reordering and other organization features, adjustments to stabilization and pressure response, which is great. In the layers, they're letting you drag and drop reordering and other organization features such as groups, layer masks and clipping masks, app pressure and smoothing, and including global stabilization. They're bringing in hold frames for flipbook. So then they have like some prototypes and investigations. So these features are improvements are in technical design or deeper states of active development. Improvements to painting detail while zoomed out, potentially just for iPads with sufficient memory. Performance improvements to painting. Improvements to streaming resource management. Updating the bounds of drawing after erasure. Erasure? There we go. I can't speak tonight. And then a curves filter. So they've got transform and selections on the list, merging layers and tracks, group blend mode / opacity in the layers panel, flipbook improvements, and better preloading and real-time playbook. There's other big features still coming that we're already playing with, such as scenes, camera, and custom easings. But yeah, they seem to be responding really well to the feedback, which is great. They've had a lot. They've had a lot of stuff. I've seen a few people getting quite aggressive about the liquify tool, and I was like, what is the liquify tool? And I guess it's just in Procreate. Let me check. Oh, okay, I know what that is. I use that for my titles. Liquify. Yeah, it's basically almost the sculpt tool in Grease Pencil. But yeah, that would be very nice as well. Okay, so let's do these eyes. Where did I get to? Oh, I hadn't started this one yet. Okay. And I'm on a different brush. Oh, I was on erase this way. There we go. It's going to be like a very odd blind noodle, I guess. Right, and then we skip forward to here. I might add in like some wings or something, or some legs. Guando, hi. What do I think of the fact that the brush quality changes depending on how far you've zoomed out while drawing? So so if I draw that, and then draw this, and then I zoom in, it's not great. So I try not to zoom out too far. That definitely needs to be something that they focus on. I've got dynamic brush scaling on. So if I draw, if I go back to here and I change the brush scaling, and so I zoom out and I draw this, and then I zoom in and I draw this. Is that a little better? A little better, maybe? Not by much. I don't really know which is better. I've had it on and off both times. My light's just turned off. That's fine. I don't need that. But yeah. Rover Alpha 8, hello. I hope everyone's good. I hope I've said hello to everyone popping in. A really random, unexpected stream, to be honest, but currently animating in Procreate Dreams as well. Very nice. I hope you're enjoying it and figuring out what is going on. Okay, so this one. Did I turn that back on? I can't remember. I think I have. I make this bigger and then just that is too big. Okay, there we go. Easier like this, more consistent as well. Ooh. So I did I don't know if you've seen it. earlier in the week, you get to see the chaos that is my camera roll. Oh, it's not that one. Where is it? Is it on here? I don't think so. Most of these are thumbnails for my videos. You got a sneak preview. I did some, I might do some in a minute actually. Really enjoying streaming like this again. Forgot how much I missed it. I've been so busy, like doing all the videos, all the freelance work. Okay, so then it's through, and then he comes around over this side. So I'm just going to move the flip book up. Oh, that was a bit big. There we go. Almost there. I'll have a look at chat in just a second. I think this little, I don't think the camera was very good, but this little blurry dot over here, that's a bird in the distance, if you can see it. At first I was like, what are all these bugs flying around the camera? And it was just a bird in the distance. Yeah, I've got a new camera now, so I'm hoping I can get out and shoot some more stuff with it. So what are we thinking for that way? What are we thinking for how it thinks? Also, if you move it, like flick it to the beginning of the timeline, it will play for you, which I found out when I was getting really annoyed. Ah, oh, bloody thing's moved again. Hang on. If I do this, I'm testing out like a new camera mode to try and stream in on the iPad. It's been quite temperamental so far. There we go. Almost sorted. That'll do. Hopefully it won't move anymore. Oh, I'm glad it helps. Clever. Multi-plane camera movements would be great. Yeah. I've got Sketchbook on Android. Is it free on PC? Last time I checked, you had to pay for it. Because it used to be free and then they switched to paid and I bought it and then they made it free again and now it's paid again, I think. So yeah, best to have a look on their website. The apartment looks like the one in Only Fools and Horses. It's not in London, but it does. A lot of the tower blocks and stuff and flats that they built around the era do look very similar. Right, what else do we want? Let's give him some little legs. Let's give him some little legs. Okay, I'm going to do this on a new track because I never ever do stuff that's, I use all my layers basically, like all the time, and it ends up looking really chaotic. So I'm thinking, nope, too big. Needs to be small, tiny, not that small. 10%. There we go. I don't think I want it to be like that. I was trying to do a smear there, but I don't think it works. Maybe it's just the body that stretches out. How are we doing? I think I'm figuring out where I think it ends where the eye does. So there. Might turn the onion skin off. Hide onion skin. Bit distracting. They're a bit short. That looks about right. And then nothing until we get to here. I'm just going to say the legs are there. starting to look like ears. How have I done this? Yeah, okay, that is right. He's upside down at this point. I'm gonna make them bend. McDonald's M. Oh. Gotten shorter again, but never mind. Go for that. Okay. What's my setup like? How do you get tablet output onto stream along with the camera? Okay, so my usual setup looks like, if I move this, so I've got like a starting soon screen, and then I have this one, which usually it's set up to this way. Hang on, my camera is reversed, so this hang on, that side I'll usually have a big full screen of, what's it called, like the animation program that I'm working in. So this one is just for the iPad, so like my camera's bigger, I've got like a Spotify thing down there, and this is like text, and then this is a screen capture of my other monitor, and I'm using an app called Air Server. I've spent like 2 days looking for a way to stream Procreate on my PC, because I do have a little MacBook Air, but I don't really want to stream on it. I feel like it's gonna explode if I try and do like a long stream with it, and it's only got 2 ports, so I have to be careful with what I put in it. So like one to charge, and then the other one would need the Apple cable, and then I'm like, well, I've got no more ports, you know. So I have a Wave 3 microphone, this one, just on my desk. My monitor is that way, camera's there, and then I'm using the stand from my tablet to use as a little stand for this, which I discovered it like fit perfectly, and I was so pleased, because some of the like iPad accessories, they are very expensive. But yeah, I do have like a boom arm. Hang on. There we go. It's it goes above the desk, because I'm probably still trying to film like the iPad from above, so you guys can see where my hands are and things, but the camera ended up being too dark, so I've got to have a play around with the settings for that. So that should be like here, and then he's gone, and then and then he's here. But yeah, really enjoying it so far. Like, if you watch my last video that I posted Wednesday, I moved office. This is not my usual space. It's the new one. I've swapped my bedroom and my office around. So I did a load of decorating and moving things, and that video is up if you want to check out what it looks like in the office. I haven't fully decided on proper setup yet, like where I want everything to be, but I've realized that that needs to go over, so I'm going to go back to this section, undo the group, and it's this piece. So here, double tap to zoom in, double tap to zoom in again, just make sure that I'm on the right area, and I'm going to need to use this. And then I'm gonna have to go back to the groups and this. Am I gonna have to group this again? This is so annoying. Group. Filter, opacity, turn it down. Just so I can see this bit, because I want to do that. And make sure that this is removed. There we go. I didn't think of the word. It's been like months since I streamed last. Just been so busy. Do miss it though. Just starting one in the middle of the day. Okay, so now I can delete this keyframe and it will be back to normal. And then I can ungroup it. Fine. Whatever. Quick pinch will take it back to normal. And then zoom in. Do that. There's the playhead. Okay, he's kind of cute. I was like, it's gonna look weird. So it looks like a flying fuzzy caterpillar at the minute. Well, that's great. As soon as I saw iPad in the title, I was very curious. Yeah, it's I've had a look and it seems to be like all these, the app that I'm using at the minute is you have to pay for it after 30 days. Like, not another one. Not another one. I want this to loop. There we go. But yeah. Hello, can we delete multiple keyframes? Yes, you can. So if you go here to edit mode and you select them and you click and you go delete, it will work. You can of course like group stuff and delete the group. But yeah, if you do that, so edit mode, select, tap and hold and delete. And it's so much easier. I'm planning on doing like a full video of like everything I've learned and stuff. Hopefully for something cool. I'm basically going to be Procreate Dreams, animating headspace until I've made something cool that I'm like, here's a proper walkthrough for the whole thing. So let me see. So what else should we do on this one? I'm thinking more legs. Oh, let's give him a little tail, maybe. I don't know what colour. Let's have a look. Let's do a test. Let's do a new track and move it up. So I'm just holding and dragging up to the top. And then I'm feeling like a purple. That is not a purple. This one. Maybe a yellow. It's so ugly. I'm going to need to make this brush bigger. That's quite a nice yellow. I'm going to add that. I'm going to make a new palette. I'm just going to start adding colours that I like. Because you can click and drag that over from Procreate. So if I bring this up, click and hold over here, I do have some palettes somewhere. So this one, and click and drag and drop it like that. And then if I go here, palette is at the bottom. Can you? No, you can't do that either. So they're looking at drag and drop in other stuff. So if I drag and drop that, and this one is a drag and drop as well. Yeah, cool. And then just slide that back over. And now I've got some extra palettes down there. Let's see. What about pink? That might be quite nice. Blue. Soft green. I think I like this one actually. Okay. Right, I've just undone the track that I wanted. So this one, go to the beginning, drag that down, and then I want to clear this frame. So tap and hold to clear. I don't. Let's try another textured brush. What have I got? Soft pastel. Fuzzy round. I think that'll take too long to add it in. Crosshatch. Anyone who's just joined, this is my brush pack. It's free. If you want it, it's on my Gumroad. There should be a link to that in the description of this video, hopefully. If maybe. Yeah, so it should be on my Gumroad. Done with the capture. Can we delete multiple keyframes done with the capture action? I'm assuming you're talking about the perform. So let me see. Select group, and then I'm going to do perform, and I'm just going to grab move and scale. Do that. Zoom in, and then go to edit mode. Doesn't look like it. You can delete the whole of the move and scale, but otherwise it's got to be single, because if I select, let's say I select those, no, it's just delete individual keyframes. If I go here, no, okay, yeah, not possible. Might be something that they include later, but not at the minute. So let's go back to here. Clear the frame. And I think I want like 3 to follow along behind him. And I am going to turn the onion skin back on. I only have like 2 on both sides, because otherwise it gets a little, oh, okay, I guess that's because there's none in front of it, but okay, so this one's at the top on its back, and I think I'm gonna have these 3 follow along. Might turn it off again. Just flip instead. So there, and here. I'm actually just going to do this one first. So much easier to do one thing and focus on that. Okay. Sometimes it's kind of a pain to have to go, if you're wanting to go like right back to the beginning, it's better off just closing the flipbook and going back to the timeline. Like that. I draw PSD puppets in Sketchbook on Android, important to create to edit them. That's a lot of programs, Rover. It's good that you know them all though. JP, hi. I really like it. I've seen a lot of stuff where people are like, it's rubbish. It hasn't even got half the features, but no, I'm really liking it. So I'm like, I'm just doing a little doodle. No, it's definitely not as bad as people are like raging over it, but I like it. Oh, this might end up being a butterfly. I'll slap some wings on maybe. There. Lovely little message. Let's play it through. This is sending me dog memes. That was something important. Okay, it's looking a bit janky. Oh, come on, take me back. There we go. I think I probably tried to do too much. Too much in one layer. And then if I clear this one, and then this one, and then I move here, just do it like that. It has a lot of promotion. Yeah, it's everywhere. Like even though I'm using it, I'm seeing the ads for it everywhere. Also, there was like a lot of hype for it, and I think people thought it was just going to be like Procreate with more animation tools, but it's definitely not that. It's got elements of it, but they never said it was going to be a direct copy. But some people are mad. Like, yeah, it's definitely got its problems. It's not perfect, but I'm enjoying it. And the brushes. The brushes are a big help as well. Where's that one? There. And then that one, and then it's gone. Okay. 4, go back. Okay. Oh, I forgot that little bit at the end. Okay. Come on. There we go. You're seeing this as a spur of the moment live stream with very little planning. I was like, I've just got this background to do something with. I might give it a go. I don't know, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably would have seen the animation I made with the cat. He had some lightning bolts and stuff, so I might recreate that in a second. Oh, maybe there and here. And then there, and then one, oh there. And then gone. Okay. animating lip sync first before poses? Do you mean doing the mouth shapes before you've got the actual poses of the animation down? Because that's not how I do it. It's usually key poses for the animation, and then I'll basically do lip sync last. Basically, it's not something I do first. Because if the pose changes, then you've got to move all the mouths, and then there's no point. Okay, let's give him. Let's go back to the timeline. Let's make a something. Let's see if this works. If I group this. No, I didn't mean to group the group. Mask. Clipping mask. But what does that clip to? It just says clipping mask. I'll have to have a look at that more in depth, really. Let's add a track to this. And I want to add in some red. These are just stressed. These brushes are definitely not as big as they are in Procreate. And then blend mode. At least they included blend modes, honestly. I'd probably be one of the people raging if they didn't. I think that one. And maybe another track. Let's think, what colour are we going for? What have we got? He is orange. Because it's on the same one. Let's go for some eyes. No, it needs to be bigger. No idea what this is, but we move, and then they're gonna crash for the first time ever. It's frozen. Okay. Quickly flip to that. Yes, it's completely frozen. My first crash of Procreate Dreams. Yep, there we go. Ever. I know some people have been having a lot of problems with it. Okay. Just a momentary stutter. Actually, I'm not sure I like that one. Let me get rid of the eye. Let me get rid of the eyes, and it's all on one layer. Let's delete. Add a track. Move that down. Let's go back to the blue. So I do quite like that. And then if I go up here, a way to do like a looping animation is, yeah, go away. So if I make a simple loop, because obviously I don't want to be drawing this stuff all the time. Like, there's currently no loop within a track, I don't think. I'm just gonna clear that. Oh, a second crash in the night, amazing. It's not liking it. It's not liking this section. Oh, it might be the layer. Oh. It might be this one that it doesn't like. Let's get rid of that. Delete that track. It might just be that one. Oh, it's on erase, that's why. Okay, and then if I go back here and I zoom in and then I click this and I duplicate and then I drag this over here, like that, and I can make a new frame and use those two, and then I can clear that, go back, select them, and then I'm using my fingers, one to hold the side, one to go next to it, and then drag them out to last for 3 frames each, and then I'm going to group them. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to select, duplicate. No, I'm going to select and group them, and then I'm going to duplicate them, and they will come alongside the next ones. And then duplicate again, duplicate again, duplicate again. One more. Maybe another one. It's just going right at the end. Group. It's annoying that you can't move your selected stuff without grouping them. Let's go zoom in. And so here, I'm going to use perform. And actually, I'm going to turn that off, move that across, and then I'm going to perform. Oh, I don't want to use the side pieces. But now I'm so zoomed in. Hang on. I wish you could like move the timeline down just a little. There we go. So 4 fingers. Go back to the beginning. Yeah. And so then if I go back and I duplicate that and then move it above, if I then how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? I want to move this here, get that off. I'm going to go to edit mode, select this, filter, sharpen. I'm going to blur it by that. I don't want that. It's just got to be blurred the whole time. And then this one, I can change the blending mode and see what we have if the menu would not get in the way. Blend mode, what do we have? Let's also turn off the onion skin. Blend mode. Screen's quite nice. Ooh, add. Might go for add, might go for divide. So divide and add. Looks like a mini sun. Right, and then I want to duplicate this, move it above. Let me move you. There we go. And I'm going to move this over here. We go back to perform. Why are you still? There we go. And I'm going to go here. No, just drag the side. Like how is my cursor anywhere near that corner? Look, it's right in the middle. Try that. I do like the fact that it's not destructive though. I think they need to be, I think this one needs to be smaller. Okay. How do I get rid of these? Move and scale, that's fine. It is going to be move and scale, isn't it? But I don't want it to be in perform. Okay, so we go small. And then at the end, where are you? Where's it gone? Small. No, that's big. Oh, the anchor point is different, that's why. Okay, let's see. What has happened there? What's going all over the show? That needs to go to the beginning. Right, like that. I think I'm going to delete the movements for this because it just looks very chaotic. Delete move and scale. Okay. So I'm going to start off at a different point. I'm going to make it small, which would be helpful if we could edit the anchor. There we go. Move that in the middle because that's a pain. I'm not quite sure why the anchor point wouldn't be in the middle of the drawing anyway, like from the get-go. Okay. So here, my pen is in the middle of the square. Like, that is not where it is. Am I just gonna have to? Because I don't want to be like. I just want to move it around. But if it's got to be absolutely massive in the beginning, let's turn that off. Let's make it bigger. Right, let's go here, move and scale. Put a keyframe there, put a keyframe there. Fine. Okay, so it finishes here. Why is it even at the end then? There. Okay. We'll get there in the end. Okay. Starting here. Oh, isn't we're not even thingy in it. Okay. I just don't. Where have I got to put this cursor? That it's. Is it got to be dead center? It has. You literally, there's like no room for error in that. Okay. Right, let's try that. Okay, I think I want like some tiny ones. Now, if I I could have it as though it's like looking for them, like looking for the squiggle. Delete the keyframe. So delete move and scale. We'll start over here. No, it's done the thing again. Directly in the middle. Okay, let's play that. Okay, that's much better. I quite like that actually. Does disappear rather abruptly though, which is a question. So it looks like it finishes there. I'm gonna have to go into the actual group. Let me go down. There we go. I move that there. Go over here. Draw. Can I open a flip? Cannot open a flip book on a group. Okay. So if I ungroup these. Edit. Duplicate. So it's just that last row. What? This does not make sense. It's definitely not reacting the way I thought it would to some things. You're looking at a learning curve when you're using this for sure. Come on. I don't want the side, I want the middle. No, I'm pressing the middle. There we go. Let's... Come on. Duplicate. There. And then 3. This one should be... Middle. 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 Duplicate. There we go. What is that? It's just moved the whole thing. Don't do that. I'm trying my best. Okay. Okay. 4, back, play. I think the original, this one, is too bright, but the Gaussian blur version is quite nice. Why does that not look any different? I turned the layer off. Okay. Very curious. We turn that off. Doesn't seem to do much. Still very bright. And these have only got one layer within. This is... That's the little one. I don't know. I don't know. There you go. Fine. It's absolutely fine. So I'm probably going to keep playing with this one on and off. And then now I want to go in and I want to do my lightning cat. Where is it? I want a new widescreen. If you work, the default is set up as 4K. You tap it, go to HD. Might be why some of you are having problems with stuttering or like crashes. But saying that, I'm on like one of the newer iPads, and it crashed a second ago. Especially if you've got like a lot of layers going on. So I'm gonna add a video file. We're gonna go for this one. Add. So this is that's got the audio in. Amazing. Edit, and then you go turn that off. Done. You go back to Dreams. You delete the content, and then you add a video, which add the same one in. And then it's got no audio. Okay. So this kitten, he is 13 seconds. 13. And then I want to go back to the beginning, move and scale. Go like that. Back to the beginning. Move that up. Move that up. Okay. Go here, and I think I'm just going to go straight to flipbook. So I did most of this. What kind of brush? I don't think that one's quite nice. Might go for my steady. There we go. Clear the frame. I'm gonna go for a thinner brush, I think. Is it messed up again? It's like a corner piece on the side. That one should be. Nope, I'm just gonna leave it. There's just gonna be a blue border around it. Fine. I know it's the trial. Might have to stream on my little MacBook next time. We'll see. So if we have that there, and then we're going to open up the onion skin. Like this. Then we're going to have it split apart. I'll let you watch it because he is so funny. He found this little thing on the floor. It was just a wire tie that he thought was the best while I was moving the office around. So am I gonna have to play it? There we go. And then go out. Oh, that's easier. So we're going to go around the paws for some lightning. Over here. I don't know if that's like the best yellow to use. What about that? Turn the onion skin off so we can see. I might clear that. There we go. I really love animating over the top of footage like this. Get rid of that one. Don't like that. I think this one needs to be I have to zoom out. Just around here. And then we want to separate out the lightning strikes. So it's like they're dissipating into nothing. Probably then here, and we've got this curve. Let's make these more electric-y. Let's move that away. What does that look like? What a freeze frame. Okay. Not liking this one. Let's get rid of that. This one. Turn the onion skin back on, and I'm gonna only. Why starting with 4? No wonder it's confusing. I have to have 2. Okay. Previous is blue. Forwards is red. Okay. And then we have here this one. Tiny dots on some of them, just to. Right, and then let's. The arms come out like this. There. This, his ear is gonna do that. Doesn't look like there's any red in this. Boards. That's why, because it's not. Hopefully. There we go. Proper chaos. Okay. And I want it to go underneath here. And I want the tail to have some. I'm just going to focus on the tail for now. Just across, making it branch out. Right, so this one, gonna exaggerate it a little bit. So over here, I'm gonna have like some little spikes. This pose is so funny. Okay, right. Okay, let's do the underside. Don't know how that's going. There. Maybe over here. There's a little emphasis on its paw. There we go, all the way around. It's been a while since I've spoken this much, to be honest. I can definitely tell I'm gonna have a sore voice in the morning. Okay, it's not too bad. Make this bit a bit thicker, zoom that up. I want a bit around this side. Like that. Then we'll... Oh, that was the last frame. Just want to make this ball slightly bigger. Reaching all the way up. Let's turn the onion skin on. I want like a very slight stretch of this. What am I? Oh, I'm leaning on a cable, wiggling around. Okay. Ah. You know, if it leans back a little. There's an arm come out. There's a bit of pixeling around where you like the fill. Doesn't reach outwards quite so far. He's got him under the paw now. Oh, he had him under the paw there. I turn that down. Let's turn the onion skin off so I can see. Erase. Like that. Go back to this one. Turn that. No, I think that's too drastic of a change. How does it look? Not too bad. Just gotta make sure he... And then this one is pretty similar. This side should be up. Like that. Just smushing it into one little space. Oh yeah, that's where I did the thing before. I turned him into a lightning cat in the second shot. When he ran around the corner. Come on. Go back to the beginning flip book. Okay. Okay, so this one, I'm gonna clear this. And it's gonna burst. I want to clear that. Let's see if this works out as well as I think it will. Let's make sure the eyes are the same. Kitty Cake, John, Zagan, hi, how's it going? Hello, do you think this will run well on a non-pro iPad? So it really depends. Like if you use a lower resolution, what's it called? Canvas. So if you go back to the theatre and you make a new project, you want to make sure it's either 720 or HD if you go and like lower, and try and keep it simple with without too many effects before they've optimized it a bit more for the lower end stuff. But this is an iPad Pro. I think it's the 2022 model. So it's got 8 gig of RAM. So if you're looking to get an iPad, to get this, look for one with more RAM. This is a refurbished one, which I got off the Apple Store instead of getting a brand new one, because that would have been crazy. Yeah, I'm glad you like it as well. So we're just doing like a recreation of the electric cat that I did on my Instagram, but he's a doodle cat instead. So I'm just going to start breaking up some of these lines. So he fades. Fades out a little bit instead, but I've had my first 2 crashes today, and this is on a Pro, so it's still very early days with the app. It's only been out since the 22nd, so it's only been out 2 days. But I'd say definitely give it time if you're looking to get an iPad or you're using a lower end one while they update it. So how many frames does it take him to? 3 frames, okay. If I make him squish down, we go round like this. I'm just separating out these lines. These are going to go up. And these are going to come down. Let's make that eye squishier. And then I want these to separate. Yeah, no worries, John. I hope that answered the question. Make tiny dots just up here. Let's do another eye. Let's fill those in. Also, if you zoom in, there's quite a lot of pixels around the fill edge, which for me in Procreate have always been quite seamless. It might just be my brush, but I try, oh, that's way too big. I do that and then fill it in. Yeah, it's still like a tiny row of pixels around this edge. That's another something that needs to be fixed, I think. I was using that brush. And then it's this one. Let's make sure that all of these like disappear a little bit. This one there. Okay. Make it bigger again. have to fill those in. I want the ears to kind of go back. Like, and then the pupils, or like the, I guess they're donuts really. And then how do I want this to? Guess he can pop like this. Over here. It's gradually making them disappear a little. Yeah, I hope everyone is good and enjoying their... Oh my gosh, it's 9:30. I know I didn't start like streaming till later-ish, but how long have we going? An hour and a half. Okay, it's later than I thought it was. Okay. I always forget how long the streams can go on for. I've got lots to do tomorrow. One more there, and then a dot, and then I think if I go back to the timeline, I want it to finish here. 6. So I'm just going to drag this. Can it not clip to my... Okay, whatever. I want it to clip to my cursor. Too sure I like the rabbit. Yeah, I'm not keen on the rabbit head exploding, so I'll clear those frames and do something else. So if I go back, bring that back up. It's not shown up because I'm not on the actual layer. So this one we're going to clear. Do you know what? It'd actually be easier in the timeline. Edit mode, select, delete. There you go. Done. Draw. Bring up the timeline. Bring up the flipbook. Let's make this smaller. He's just going to disappear, I think. So much easier. Probably give the cat some zoom lines maybe, and then I might finish this off. And make him go up a bit, and then it will be, I want it to disappear, like pop. Like that. And then it's going to be, let's give him some zoom lines when he comes around this corner. Or let's check what it looks like first. It's pretty busy as it is, to be fair. let's do new track. Yeah. Do the tail is over here, like that. So they come up like that. And across. Thing is, you can be really loose with this. It doesn't really matter. It's just really fun to draw on top of video. Okay. Is there a way? Can you not scroll back through? It'd be nice to see like this progress bar. You could like drag it back, but at the minute you have to be at a certain point. There. And we go here. Like that. There we go. Daryl, hi. I use an iPad mini 6 and it runs fine. That's great. I'm glad. Because usually when you look online, all you see is people saying it crashed, it's not doing this, and I'm like, oh. But I'm glad it's working. They did add like a stability fix in the first update that they did yesterday, I think, which is really good. Oh gosh, excuse me. It's really late here. Tonkable, hello. I can't remember if I said hello. My brain is like slowly frying. Okay, I think that's good. And then for anyone else who's just popped in, I will show you the one that we started with, and it's this. Oh, let me put it in full screen. But yeah, that is just a rough little stream for today for Procreate Dreams. Hang on, why is it doing that? Oh, hang on, it's not updated, that's why. I was like, why does it look different? Okay, yes, we did this one and the cat one as a test. I'm hoping to have something a little more detailed and polished for the next one. If you guys would like to see more Procreate live streams, let me know, because otherwise I definitely will be going back to Blender and TVPaint and stuff for my other projects. But if you want to see more Procreate Dreams stuff, let me know. We'll be doing like a summary review video soon, I guess. But thanks so much for stopping by and tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day / night, and I'll see you soon.